Alright, 750. We're gonna run a new test today. Do you have any questions?
This test requires you to speak. So, if you decide to continue being a bastard, then these wires will just have to force you to speak. Session 45. Subject number
750.
How many of you are out there? I said, how many of you are out there?
I didn't want it to come to this 750, but actions have consequences. The sooner you speak, the faster we can wrap this up. Out of every alien we have captured, you are the only one who refused to speak for months. I'm not even sure if you can speak. Can you speak? 750?
I only speak when respect is given to me.
And why should I show you any sort of respect after you've spat in my face?
Don't think of it as spit compares to the bruises I gained from your so-called testing.
If you had spoken up, we could have helped.
You're gonna torture me, then fix me? Tell me, Doctor. Does that sound logical to you? Because it sure as hell doesn't sound logical to me.
Of all times to speak, you decided to do it right now. Why? Tell me why.
Because my brain's starting to fry, and I sorta need that thing to survive. You can break me down until my limbs turn blue, but you will not erase my memories that have remained strong. Those are all I have left. They keep me the tiniest bit sane, which you need while being cooped up in this dump.
I wouldn't have to resort to such extreme measures of torture if you would just speak when spoken to. However, I'm willing to cut down on the cruelty if you're willing to oblige to my tests.
Not like I have a choice now, do I?
Are there more of you out there?
Oh, baby, there's only one of me. Now, if you mean aliens, then you're a super fucking cunt. How are you gonna ask me a question that you should already know the answer to? Fuck, this is what I can't stand about you humans. You'll ask questions that have very obvious answers.
I captured a mere handful of aliens. How am I meant to know there's more?
Maybe I thought that degree of yours would help you at least place 2 and 2 together. Seems like that was a huge waste of a student loan on your part.
You're quite observant when you're not being an asshole.
I think I'm the most observant when I'm being an asshole.
End of log. How much do you know?
Depends on what you want to know and how much you're willing to sacrifice to get it.
Anything that helps my research come along, I'll take.
I want your heart.
Pardon. I don't think I quite understand.
You said you'd be willing to sacrifice anything. And I meant anything. I want to carve out your heart and eat it whole.
Okay, no, you're not getting my heart. I need this little baby to survive.
That was your second mistake.
And what was my first mistake?
Turning off the machine. We're set to land in 8 hours. Sure you don't want to come hang out with me and the others?
I should have done more.
What are you talking about?
I should have stayed behind and killed every single one of those fucking scumbags. Everyone was an accomplice to Dr. Lecter's experiments. I need to rip every single person apart until they crack in the same way we did.
Our main focus is getting every alien home first. Over 5,000 aliens from Galactica got captured and deserve to be reunited with friends and family.
I get that, but couldn't we have stayed longer to kill everyone?
We would have risked being recaptured. I wanted to kill every single human I saw, but Indigo helped me contain my composure.
It's true! I had to physically restrain them.
So you're not alone in feeling unaccomplished.
Bubba is really strong. It was hard to keep a grip on them.
But if you hadn't, I could have put everyone at risk. You can't think selfishly when so many lives are on the line.
So what? We're just meant to let them live and possibly capture aliens from other planets?
No. We're gonna form a rebellion. And make sure this never happens again.
I even made a poster with the blood I collected.
You got any more of that blood?
Yeah? Why?
Felt thirsty.
There's quite a bit to catch you all up on. For instance, Esme died.
Fuck.
How's Nova been handling it? Honestly, not that well. Nova served her for a long time. With you home, I'm sure she'll perk up a bit more.
If Esme's dead, then who's ruling Galactica?
Nova, you mean to tell me my sister has been mourning while looking after an entire planet? And I'm being delivered this news like hot gossip? I thought providing context would be useful before you stormed up there. You're not the best at handling pain like that. I have handled plenty of pain. More than most could bear. All you've had to worry about in life is not gambling away your fortune. Fucking snobby bitch.
That's enough, Iris.
No, I've had to deal with this shit for months from some fucked up humans. Last thing I need is to get it from my so-called friend.
If you listened before jumping to conclusions, I meant that your anger prevents you from helping at times. We all know you've endured tremendous amounts of pain and suffering. But you allow your anger to take over.
What else am I meant to do?
Maybe ask Nova what she needs from you instead of jumping immediately to violence.
Stay out of this!
My fucking bad for trying to be helpful. Christ. What are you up to, Indy?
Soaking up the environment we live in. Much nicer than those white rooms with no windows. What are Gemini and Tetris arguing over?
Same usual shit as before. It's like we never left.
Wirez? Do you recall the day we were captured? Because of the testing, a lot of my memories are gone.
Get off her!
Get off her! Iris?
Wirez?
Be lucky you don't remember.
What did you say to him? Nothing. I just asked a question. Wirez, wait up! Did I do something wrong? All I did was ask about the day we were captured because I don't remember.
I'm sure you had no ill intentions. But that day is hard for the ones of us that can remember.
Ow!
Ow!
It hurts!
Ow! Ow! It hurts so much.
Okay, you can stop now.
I can't breathe.
Hello?
Somebody help me!
I said you can stop now.
Please!
This is really starting to hurt.
Please help me!
Please?
It
Hello?
hurts so bad!
Someone help?
Oh God!
Hello?
Oh God, it hurts! It hurts!
This is really starting to hurt.
Please, there has to be someone who listens.
Please?
Please help me!
I gave you the information you wanted. Please. My brain really hurts. Please. I'll give you any information you want. Please just turn this off now.
Please!
You promised you'd turn this off now. Please stop.
Please!
So you're dating?
Not exactly. We're in a queer platonic relationship.
Aw, how lovely. Hopefully this means we can do double dates more often. We've been waiting for someone to do that with. Right, Wirez?
How did you two meet?
Wirez in high school. But after Tetris returned, I decided to confess my feelings for them.
So you thought, after enduring so much pain and death, that the best thing for her would be a relationship. Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Wirez, quit it.
Don't I have a right to be concerned?
Quite frankly, no. It's none of your business.
Why don't we finally order something? I'm thinking of getting teriyaki chicken. I see they have tin and chicken pasta for you, Wirez.
You're making reckless decisions.
And you're being overprotective. Again. This is getting out of hand.
I only do that because I care.
Then start caring less. Because I'm sick of this.
One of you stop bickering so we can order!
She's not ready for a relationship.
It's not really your call to make, dude.
But don't you find it weird how quickly they jumped into this?
No, because it's not my place to judge. Look, I think you should apologize to Aloe. Otherwise, Tetris won't forgive you.
I just don't want to see them get hurt again.
Neither do I. But as friends, we can only input so much on these things. Remember when Indigo and I kept pushing you to confess to Gemini? Which made you refuse even more?
That's different. I was being a hard ass.
So is Tetris. You have much more in common than you may realize.
Which is why you need to go apologize.
I hate it when you're right.
I found a stick that makes a big noise!
You were being completely unreasonable.
I know. and I'm sorry. I'm learning how to be less overbearing with my friends, but you have to understand the place I was coming from. Tetris has been through a lot in the last 6 months, and they won't even talk to me about it.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever considered you might be the reason she doesn't want to open up? I mean, you're impossible to be around. I'm surprised you even have friends left, with the way you act.
Fuck you. I knew coming here was a waste of time.
You two done? I'm hoping to get this big red hole in my arm sorted out.
Indigo, were you playing with firearms again?
Yeah. I like when the little light thing goes off. It's so sparkly.
This is the 3rd bullet wound of yours in a month of you being home.
Wirez was the one who let me play with it.
Come on, I'll clean you up. And you, stop giving her weapons. She sees them as toys.
Stop treating her like a child. It's 19,000 years old.
Then tell it to stop acting like one.
Fucking cunt.
Excuse me?
Nothing, bitch.
I can't believe you killed those bastards without my help.
Does it help that I follow you the entire time?
A little bit, but you know me. I love an excuse to fuck shit up.
You've always been a wild quad.
You've proven to be pretty wild too.
We complete each other.
I love you so much. I'll make sure nobody ever takes you away from me again.
Why are we here again?
Wirez is practicing for his speech.
Speech? I hate speech. I want tacos. Can he practice tacos instead?
Dear citizens of Galactica, today I am speaking on behalf of the aliens who were abducted by a human named Clarice Lecter. We were taken to a facility located in a place called Nevada, and in this facility, we were tortured until we fed them the information they wanted. The humans have made it abundantly clear how they don't view us with any sort of respect. They think we are incapable of feeling. But I felt every single spark they blasted through my skull. I, for one, don't plan to just sit around and let this happen again. That is why I propose a resistance against the humans. If they won't respect us, why the hell should we respect them? They've declared war upon themselves. And we won't go down without a fight. Join us in bringing the victims of these experiments the justice they deserve. The justice all of us deserve. Thoughts?
I think this is the best draft yet.
Needs tacos.
I'm down to eat. You and Iris?
Wish I could, but I have to help Nova with something.
Don't worry, Bubba. I'll make sure to bring you back one taco. Gluten-free, with no cheese.
Thanks, Indy.
Is it good?
Extremely.
That's good. I actually had a question I wanted to ask you while we're alone.
I can answer, depending on what exactly the question pertains to.
Do you notice how Aloe treats you differently from the rest of us?
How so?
She treats you like a child that doesn't know any better. It's not okay.
Well, I am quite immature for my age, but I can't change the damage the testing left on me.
You never told me this came from the testing.
I had the same testing as you. Bolts shooting through my head 3 to 5 times a day if I didn't reveal the questions Dr. Lecter gave me. Made the room all spinny. It was fun.
Out of all 500 aliens we put on this testing, you've been the only one who's been able to withstand the complications that come along with it. Your brain has shown 0 signs of damage. It's remarkable how resilient you are. You're also the only one who has refused to speak. If this doesn't work, I have plans for a more intense form of shock testing. I'm certain you'll crack eventually. Most of them do.
Wirez, is everything okay? You've barely touched your taco.
Yeah, I was just thinking about bad things.
Whenever my brain does that, I try to remind myself of good things. Like my friends. I know they love me, and I love them. Knowing that makes me quite happy.
I'll try to remember that. Thanks, Indy.
I love you. I hope you know that.
I do. And I love you.
Now eat your taco, before it gets cold.
Yeah, good call.
You know, when you were gone, I was really starting to worry about you. Gemini and I were this close to coming there ourselves and obliterating every human we saw in sight.
Trust me, I was ready to do the same if it weren't for Tetris.
Ah, yeah. They can be a bit uptight. But I understand where they're coming from. Having a plan of action can be beneficial.
She would make a better leader than me.
What's that?
I'll never be what the rebellion needs as a leader. I'm too damn reckless and impulsive. Someone like Tetris would make a way better fit.
You're still a valuable asset to the team.
So you agree with me? That's great.
That's not what I meant.
Look, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Come on, don't be like that. You know I'd support anything you want to do. But it doesn't really seem like you ever wanted this.
I feel an obligation to because I was the only one immune to the physical pain.
That's not a reason to do something. And I think you know that. You're doing more than enough for the rebellion. Just because you don't want to lead it doesn't take away from your importance.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
Because things like you need to be studied.
Aliens. We are aliens. Not objects. Creatures who feel just like you scumbag humans do.
Come home, 750.
I am home. Galactica is where I belong. Not some laboratory being hooked up to machines.
The only way for society to learn about aliens is to study and preserve them.
And the killings were beneficial how exactly?
We were able to cryogenically freeze their bodies. This way, humans in the future can see the work we put into killing off your can. Wirez?
Jem? Jem?
Baby, wake up! I'm right here. Come back to me.
I can't. I'm trapped. I can't do it anymore. No. I can't go through this alone anymore.
You don't have to. As long as I'm here, no one will hurt you. With me, you're always safe.
I want to be strong for everyone and take on this leader role everyone expects from me, but I can't. I still hear their voices. Every time I close my eyes, I wasn't able to save them. How am I meant to lead them?
Give yourself a chance to breathe. Nobody is expecting you to do everything. That would be impossible for anyone to do. I know you're a fighter. And a damn good one at that. But you need to allow yourself to grieve. You've been through something that no alien should have to. Let yourself feel that pain, because avoiding it will just cause it to hurt more.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. I'm so sorry you had to endure all this. I wish I could take it all away, but I'll always be here for you.
I know everyone keeps telling you this, but I'm so glad you're home.
Seems like you've kept yourself busy without me.
Oh! That? Those are just little gifts from the losers who play games with me.
You're fucking crazy, and I love it. Can you teach me that game later?
Only if you can keep up. What are you doing here all by yourself?
Making art with blood. Gemini gave me some.
You're welcome!
I'm drawing all of our friends.
That's a talent you got there.
Much appreciated, Bubba.
Do you have more of that blood?
Of course I do. I go get your usual.
Please. Thank you, babe.
Feel good to be home?
Yeah. I miss this.
Not to ruin your mood, but Indigo may have had crucial parts of the brain removed by humans. And I'm a bit worried. She told me they would stick needles into the frontal lobe and remove mushy pink stuff. By the look on your face, I think you already knew this.
Look, can we discuss this later? Right now we're meant to be celebrating the return of the hostages and the start of the rebellion.
Fine. But I still want to talk about this.
And we will. I promise.
Here's your drink. You get the boyfriend discount, which means it's free. So, what were you two talking about?
Just how amazing my girlfriend is at throwing parties.
Well, aren't you sweet?
Cyrus!
Hey, Indy.
I'm getting sleepy. Can we go home soon?
Sure we can. But first, show me what you've been working on here. This looks amazing.
Thank you for your kind words. And absolutely I can show you.
Penny, for your thoughts?
I just wish this moment in time could last forever. No war, no feuds. Just friends and fun.
You know that's impossible.
I know. But a man can still dream.